بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله وحده والصلاة والسلام على من لا نبي بعده. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to Khalil Center's series of advices that we are sharing with you. Today I wanted to talk about emotional health or emotional hygiene. What are emotions? What's the usefulness or utility of our emotions? Should we be too emotional or not emotional? These are a lot of questions that people tend to struggle with. I think we have to understand the emotions in relation to the mind, to our thinking. First of all, Imam al-Ghazali rahimahullah ta'ala in his Ihya Ulum al-Din, he talks about the dominance of the aql over all of the human elements. So whether we have the nafs or the emotions or the other states, meaning that one should know the aqidah, their belief system in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They should know the rules and limits and injunctions of the Sharia, and know who the Prophet ﷺ is, know our core creed. However, this doesn't necessarily mean that just because we have a belief system that we don't have any emotional states. There's a different side to the human being as well, and that is their ihsas, their feeling states, and their ability to be intuitive, their ability to have insight, their ability to feel, their ability to experience, and to come to know things experientially as well, which is a very powerful system. The Prophet ﷺ in a hadith, in a portion of a hadith, he says, "Istafti qalbak," ask your heart. There's also another hadith of the Prophet ﷺ that says, "Ittaqu firasat al-mu'min فَإِنَّهُ يَنْظُرُ بِنُورِ اللَّهِ," that be mindful, behold the foresight of the believer, for verily he sees with the light of Allah. So once we understand the limits and we know our aqidah, we are also welcoming the intuitive self, and this intuition, oftentimes people go to an extreme of thinking themselves out of things, or being ritualistic in their religion. For example, what are all of the rules and rulings, and how do I need to practice my faith, and becoming fixated on the external cognitive thought ritual basis with no feeling. But we know the Prophet ﷺ, he cried as well, he laughed. The Sahaba used to say to the Prophet ﷺ, "Innaka latuda'ibuna." He said that you would laugh with us, you'll play with us, you'll joke with us. And he also used to, we had the Amul Huzn, he lost his beloved wife Khadija radiallahu anha, his uncle, in the same month, and this was the year of sadness. So the Prophet ﷺ felt things, and emotions are our alarm signals, internal alarm signals for what's going on internally. And if we shut them off, what ends up happening is that there's sort of like an emotional dying process that ends up happening, that we end up walking the face of the earth, doing rituals, but not feeling anything, not deriving anything out of this world, and out of our relationships, even our prayer and our ibadat. So there is a feeling state, and there is a necessity to explore this. And sometimes people have feelings and they can't explain it. And what is that calling you towards? To process, to look internally. A lot of people talk about the head and the heart dilemma. I know something with my mind, but for some reason internally I feel something in my chest or in my stomach and I can't comprehend it. I feel nervous, I feel sad, I just seem to be tearing up very quickly. And it's important for us to recognize that these are alarm signals for us to look inside and to process and to see where this is coming from. And in fact, if a person doesn't do this, what ends up happening is that the emotions come out somehow. So either in the form of dreams, either in the form of panic attacks, either in the form of stressful meltdowns, either in the form of crying bouts. But oftentimes people are afraid afraid to look in. They're afraid to look inside and to see what there is there. And it's important for us to be able to recognize that we're an experiential being, while at the same time we're a functional, thoughtful, intelligent being. We're also a very experiential and emotional being. This is what gives us life, and this is what gives the human being its uniqueness as well, in addition to its intelligence, is its experiential self. And so I am asking that we give this a little bit more attention, and we cut out the expressions that we say that you're being too emotional or using emotional reasoning, but rather that we should have an integration of all of these states where the aql, the mind, and the heart can come together. But the only way that you can actually the only way that you can get past something is to actually go through it. And there's no way around not experiencing or getting past something without going through it. And this is one of the, in emotion theory, they talk about the principles of emotional change. Emotional expression itself and exploration can be very transformative to the human being. And I call upon all of us to take our emotions with some seriousness, and to have a potential opportunity to do some guided introspection, inkishaf or muhasaba, as many of the mashayikh have written about in our turath, in our Islamic literature, in our tradition, and to do so, with yourself, or to do so with a peer, for example, or to do so with your mentor or spiritual mentor or sheikh, or to do so with any one of our staff, chaplains, Islamic mentors, therapists, etc., would be highly advisable for all of us, especially when we feel something is going on here and we can't explain it, we don't have words for it. It's our opportunity to look inside and to allow that experience to put words in for us. وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين. جزاكم الله خير.